Okay, so how do I use more of that chest voice? So let's talk about how that works. First, we have to breathe, okay? It's all about our breath. It starts with the breath. So what I want you to do is we need to practice breathing, and we need to practice deep breathing using our diaphragm. So our diaphragm, if you're not sure where that is, your diaphragm is right below your lungs. And when we engage our diaphragm, that's when you are getting that nice deep breath and full breath, okay? Engaging that diaphragm is going to help you resonate there in the chest as you speak, because it's that air that's coming out that's creating that resonation, okay? So we need to breathe from a diaphragm. So how do we do that? Well, we have to practice deep chest breathing. So when you put your arms around your chest like this and around your rib cage like this, and you breathe deep, what you're going to feel is your ribs will expand and then contract. You're going to get that expansion and contraction. Okay, so let's practice that. So there are a lot of benefits to deep breathing. You see in yoga and some of these exercises that deep breathing is important. It's not only important for voice, but it's important for stress relief, and it has a lot of positive health benefits. But for our purposes, we just need to engage that diaphragm, and we need to breathe out and kind of push that out by using that diaphragm. Okay, so exhale using the diaphragm, and let's do more of a sigh now, okay? And so you're going to be engaging kind of those stomach muscles, your abdomen. Okay, breathe out and kind of push that out. That's what's going to engage that chest. Okay, deep breath and or okay, I want you to practice that a little bit. Practice that deep breathing, practice it through your day, see if you can get a little bit more engagement in that diaphragm. The next step in our process of getting that nice chest voice is to use our tone, okay? So tone is incredibly important. We need that breath and that deep breath and that engagement of our abdomen and our diaphragm to be able to get that nice full breath. But tone is really where we get that low chest voice, okay? So we need to practice that low tone. So how do we do that? Well, there are a number of exercises that we can do. The first one I want you to do with me here is warm up our voice, okay? So we're going to kind of do from high to low, and we're going to go as high as we can and kind of go as low as we can while doing this. Okay, so try that. Start with a deep breath. It doesn't have to sound pretty, especially if you're not a singer, which I'm not. But we just got to get that high. You kind of feel it in your head first, and then push it low into your chest. Okay, from high to low, and it kind of just engages all parts. So you get that awareness of high to low. Okay? Okay, and then what I like to do is with a low note, hold the word low. So you go low, 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 low. So get it as low as you can. Low. Kind of engage that, and you can feel it in your chest, that resonance in your chest. Low, high, low. So it's not until you kind of contrast and you play with it around with that a little bit before you can get that feeling of the head versus chest. So it can feel really silly at first, but important to kind of engage that voice, engage that instrument that you have. Okay, so once you've kind of gotten that low, you've gotten that low note, let's transition it into a word. So welcome, welcome. Okay, get that low. Welcome. And then we're going to kind of then soften that up. So welcome. Welcome. We're still starting with that low note. Welcome. But there is going to be some variation because of word stress and things like that. We're not going to stay at welcome all the time. We have to change that tone. So welcome. But we're trying to hit that deep note as we start that word. Instead of welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so practice getting as low as you can on that. So I want you to do this exercise before you start any of your daily practice, because as you kind of engage that chest voice, engage those low notes, then you can start in on what you're reading with that little bit more awareness of kind of your voice quality and getting into that voice, okay? So as you go, welcome, and then move that into welcome to our meeting, welcome to the presentation, this presentation. Welcome. Welcome. I'm glad you're here today. Kind of use that and use phrases that you would start a presentation or you would start a meeting with, and starting with that low, authoritative, confident voice. All right. Okay, so I hope this has helped you kind of identify, okay, what's a high voice, what's a head voice, what's a chest voice, how can I, if I am using more of a head voice, how can I pull that lower so that I can create more of that authoritative, kind of confident, sure, and grounded voice that I need in some of these leadership positions, or to sound like I'm sure of myself in an interview or in front of colleagues. Okay, there is a place for both head and chest voice. Like I was saying, the head voice does help you sound a little bit more friendly or conversational. And so in situations where it is more casual, you might kind of raise that tone a little bit more. But in other situations where you do need to sound more sure or confident in yourself, pull that tone lower and make sure that you're getting that nice, deep, sure voice, okay? So as a summary, your voice is an instrument, okay? We have to practice this instrument to create the voice that you want and create the image that you're looking for, okay? So there's no such thing as a bad voice, just as there's no such thing as a bad saxophone. When we hear a saxophonist, we know they have practiced a lot. They've worked and worked to get that great sound. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to work and work to get the sound that matches what you want to portray. I know you can do it. I know you have it in you, and you have the tools to be able to create and practice that deep, that voice that you want to use, and create the image that you want in your voice. Okay? So go practice. Go watch the speech by Carolyn Goiter. She does a great job explaining how to use your voice in a way that will help you sound more confident and sure in very intense situations. And so go do that, and I'll see you again in the next video.